Whereas Concord Electric Systems and North Carolina Public Life. Thank you all. Let's have a round of applause. And if we could stand here together, let's sort of all get together. She wants to get a shot.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
I'll put these right here. Let me slide right in here with you guys. Thank you very much, and I will present it to you.
Thank you very much.
Yes. Have a good one. Thanks, sir. Informational items. Are you going to, Thursday, we'll have a conversation about some traffic. Parks and Rec bond update, is that going to be Thursday or today? Thursday. All right. Then we'll move on to presentation of petitions and requests. Number one, consider approving amendment to the Novi Economic Development Agency agreement, clarify affordable housing. I've been looking at this. I think we need more information. I'd like to have a possibility of having a motion to table this till next meeting.
I'm going to make that motion, Mayor.
Can I? We can make a motion, then I can say.
Yeah.
I actually am not against tabling it, but I think maybe some discussion over some of the items tonight might help to get us to next month. But I'm open to whatever. I think there's some stuff on our side that could be answered tonight.
Without, you're talking about without the presence of Novi folks?
Yeah,
Okay.
absolutely. Whatever y'all want to do.
Well, and I think Bill made this suggestion, just my opinion would be to have Novi here, people next time and pose those questions to.
Yeah, I just think that would be, in case we have questions and we start discussing it and then we find out we didn't have the right information. So we do have a motion and we have a second. In a second. Okay. So I just support we move it to next
With the
month.
caveat, Mayor, that we have the Novi folks here to
Yes.
answer questions, is that correct?
Yes, absolutely.
Thank you.
Okay. We have a motion and a second. Ready to vote? All in favor, raise your hand. And opposed? Okay. Well, thank you. I understand. Item 2, consider adopting a resolution amending the city manager's authority to include delegislation of certain powers and duties.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Calling Ryan to come forward. He's going to present this item to council this evening.
Good afternoon, Mayor, members of council, Mr. Payne, Ms. Kolchinsky, Ms. Deason. This is a request for a resolution to amend the city manager's delegation of authority to more efficiently use the city's resources when it's necessary to evict from properties owned by the city. With respect to the Housing Authority, the council sits as the board of the Housing Authority and may delegate its duties and powers. And the proposed amendment would allow the city manager or his designee to initiate summary ejectment proceedings when they become necessary, would allow the housing department to appear in small claims as is allowed under North Carolina law, and then the legal department would get involved if it were transferred to district court due to an appeal or otherwise. So the request would be to consider adopting such a resolution, and I'm happy to answer questions about it.
Any questions from council?
I need some clarity to make sure I'm understanding this right. So currently, as it stands, housing staff initiates this action?
Correct, and it would ultimately come to city council for that action, which may delay the process. That's why the request is to allow that delegation to me, and of course, I would keep council informed of that so that we don't have any delays in initiating those proceedings that now council must approve.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, that was my question.
So let me
Good.
follow up, Lloyd. currently, every eviction has to be voted on by council. And we're going to delegate that authority to you.
That is what's before you.
Yes, that's the request, is to delegate that to the
Got
city.
to ask, and I don't know if Marcella's here or not. In my 8 years, I don't ever remember voting on an eviction. Have we not evicted anyone from public housing?
We have, and I think this is to bring things in line.
With what we're doing?
Now we get it.
So I have one more. Is this change recommendation, is it in line with what other cities do that have a public housing authority? Or do you know the answer to
I
that?
do not know that off the top
Okay,
of my head.
okay. I'm just curious if it's kind of general, and if you could just let us know
And-
Thursday, that would be good.
Yeah, and just so, I mean, the evictions from the public housing are not quick like they are in the private sector, right?
Okay.
There has to be multiple months of missed payments when it's for a missed payment. Now, if it's a violation of something else, criminal activity or whatnot, that's different. But most of these are going to be for missed payments, and that is a multiple month process before you can even initiate the.
Thank you.
And I'm not sure if other cities would apply, Jen, as I don't know if we have a peer city that has a public housing authority. You can't compare us to Charlotte, yeah. So I don't know who would be comparable to us, so I don't think I have an issue with this.
Okay, thank you very much. Item 3, consider adopting a resolution in support of RRB's Beverage Operations Incorporated project.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Call on Kevin to come forward and present this item to council.
Good afternoon, Mayor, members of council, Mr. Payne, Ms. Kolchinsky, Ms. Deason. Again, this item is a resolution supporting the Red Bull development, Rauch Red Bull, RRB Beverage Incorporated. A little bit of a backstory. They contacted us last week. As you know, rail access was a really big part of the site selection for this parcel. They're reactivating the rail spur, and it's going to require a lot of work to get it to where it needs to be. It can't handle the weight of the rail cars. It's not adequate. So what they are doing is they have found out that NCDOT Rail Division can fund up to $500,000 worth of improvements to reactivate that rail spur. And so they want to apply to NCDOT for that funding. Well, DOT does require the local government to send a resolution in support of the project, just so they're ensured that the local government supports the project, which they will be giving funds to. And that's basically what this is. It's a resolution in support of the Red Bull project, very boilerplate language. And the resolution does not bind us to do anything other than cooperate with DOT on the development of the site and the redo of the rail spur.
Any
And
questions?
we would do that anyway, even without the resolution.
Kevin, I'm not sure the trail that it goes on, will other, customers inside that park be able to use this rail as well? Is this specific
I
to Red Bull?
do not
or-
know the answer to that question.
Okay.
Red Bull doesn't own the rail, they just have to pay for it, correct?
Correct.
Railroad
And they-
owns the
yeah,
rail.
They own the spur into the.
Yeah, I believe your question was yes, anyone in there?
Yeah. Other questions? All right,
Thank
thank you. Number 4, consider authorizing the city manager to negotiate and execute a contract with Harper General Contractors for construction of Poplar 10 area water pump station.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Call on Crystal to present items 4 and 5, which are related, and she'll describe those to council this evening.
Good afternoon, Mayor, members of council, Mr. Payne, Ms. Kolchinsky, and Ms. Deason. This item is to authorize a contract with Harper General Contractors to construct a new water pump station at the Rock Hill Church Tank site. 4 bids were received, and Harper was the low bid at $5,096,000. We're currently working with Harper on our Hillgrove improvements project, and they have done great work thus far. Also included with this item is a budget amendment to fund the project. Do you have any questions on that project?
All right, any questions from council? Nope,
One,
go
just,
ahead.
we did let this contract design build a few years ago, right? And then canceled it midstream?
It was not design build, it was just design, but then when we got to almost 100% plans, we had constructability issues, so we never bid it.
How far over budget is it?
Well, the
Just
original.
3.5 million?
Roughly, yes, sir. And that has a lot to do with the site. There's a lot of site work on this because it falls off on the back, so there's a lot that has to come into building that up.
Other questions? All right.
Okay. And then item number 5 is to execute a contract amendment with Hazen and Sawyer, who is the design engineer, to do the construction administration for the pump station project. The cost would be $612,450.
Any questions? Thank you very much. Number 6, consider approving a 2026 funding request from Rebuild Concord.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. So Dr. Patrick Graham is here this evening. He is going to present this item to council.
Good evening.
Good afternoon. Mayor, City Council, Mr. Payne, Mr. Kolchinsky, Ms. Deason. I'm presenting to you our request for funding of $1.8 million for affordable housing development. You've been presented with our request, and one of the largest parts of that request is actually to complete Kerr Street. We are currently in construction and with an anticipated completion date of March or April, which is this fiscal year for us. As you know, that's one of our flagships and a long time coming, so we're very excited about that. Of these 48 units presented to you in that, we anticipate that 40 will likely be either complete or will begin during this fiscal year. We fully anticipate that a minimum of 24 will be complete in this fiscal year. However, we're looking at a total of close to 30 in trying to accomplish that, with 11 of them crossing fiscal years. One of them, the Corbin Street project, Corbin Avenue, is a tiny home or cottage village, 11 units, and we are beginning to wrap up engineering and architecture. The goal then would be by somewhere near the first of the calendar year to send out an RFQ or RFP for the completion of those units. We anticipate if we start during that period, we should be complete by the end of the calendar year of 2026 with that development. So with that, are there any questions for me?
Question from council.
Dr. Graham, refresh my memory. Where, the Mills, what location, where is that located? The Mills?
The Mills, that's off of Rocky River Road,
Okay.
and those Councilwoman Stocks are 5 units that will be placed on donated land to us. As you know, that development, average prices are hovering 400 to 500 plus. So we'll be able to integrate some workforce and affordable units into a place that normally you cannot get into.
Very good.
And that's 5 units, you said?
5
Okay.
5 lots, about 10 acres of land. We only can do 5 lots on it because it's a little
Oh,
treacherous terrain around there.
all right, thank you.
Bill, I just want to say thanks to JC and Terry and Patrick. This is some of the best money we spend each year.
And I went by the Kerr Street Church. and That is amazing. That's going to be an amazing structure.
Some walls going up in there now. You know?
Well, the first time I've seen it with all the vegetation gone.
Yeah.
And we're like, wow, this is impressive.
Yeah. Well, we met today with Lloyd, and we'll be going on a tour of that place. But I'm not just saying this because he's here, but you have a very empathetic city manager when it comes to this issue. And you should all be proud because the city of Sanford, well, the county of Sanford, just recently contacted me after doing a presentation in Raleigh, and they want to try to emulate this model. So we're going to be meeting soon to talk about that. But many of you are part of that journey, so no, I'm just the mercenary.
Yeah. All right. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you.
Number 7, we're moving to rebuild, and the fact that J.C. is retiring. Is it
Well,
true?
and technically, I am no longer your appointee. The board moved me to another spot called Chair Emeritus.
Okay.
So the 2 spots that this board appoints, I'm one of them, and I've kind of vacated that for a different role. So I will remain involved with WeBuild.
Very good. So we are looking at a candidate, and Jennifer, I didn't know if you'd be intrigued with this.
I'll go ahead and make the motion. I'll make sure the person who I left is still wanting to do this. But we want to go ahead and Jennifer Hubbard be the representative, another appointee plus myself. for that coming.
Okay.
Go ahead and take care of it.
Do we vote on that tonight or wait till Thursday?
You can do it Thursday, you can do it tonight.
Let's go ahead and do it. Do it tonight, yeah. So,
I would make a motion that we add Jennifer Hubbard to replace J.C. McKenzie as one of the seats that are elected by the council, Terry Crawford being
okay, motion is second. With that said, ready to vote, all in favor, raise your hands. Thank you very much. Thank you, Jennifer. And J.C., congratulations on being emeritus. Second Thursday, January, right after this. Okay. Consent agenda, I have no motions, no ideas if anybody wants to change that, so I have anything to pull off of the consent agenda? Nothing, okay. Is there anybody here from Concord 101? There are no Concord 101s here? Oh, you are? Hey, stand up, please. Tell us your name. Yeah, because we want to cheer you.
Hi, I'm Karonda Robinson. I am from Concord 101.
And tell us just something you've really enjoyed about it.
Okay, so I am from Mecklenburg County. I am moving my nonprofit, which is Jameer's Heart. We support mothers who lost infant children and my doula services to Concord. And I decided that I needed to know more about Concord. So I love Concord 01, and I am really asking my fiance about moving here to Concord. I love Concord 101. I have learned so much, and I go back to Charlotte and brag about Concord 101 and why you guys don't have this, and this is what they're doing over here. So, yeah, thank you.
Well, thank you. Let's round of applause. Anyone else hiding there? All right. Thank you so much for being here tonight. With that said, we will go, a motion to go into closed session pursuant of NC General Statute 143, 318, 11A, 4, and 6 in order to discuss the location or expansion of industries or other businesses in the area served by the public body and consider qualifications, competence, performance, character, fitness, and condition of employment, appointment of an individual public officer or employee. Is there a motion? And a second? Okay, with that said, ready to vote? All in favor, raise your hand. And we are in closed session. Thank you very much, and we'll see you Thursday. 23 minutes. That was my guess. 23 minutes.
Was it?
Yes.
Very good.
That's our
You
fastest.
go get some lottery tickets.
No. I was just not. Well, no, but I made it work. Because last